What's up, guys? Figured I'd bring y'all out here to do a couple of cold starts this morning. Just check the weather. It's 13 degrees down here. We're not usually used to this type of cold, but I figured I'd start up the old bruiser for you. Let you hear him. I gotta warm it up, charge the battery anyways. Every time starts right up. Pretty good for a motor that shouldn't even be running. But you hear it, she still has a mist to her. I gotta figure that out. For some reason she's running a little rich. But like I said, I can handle the mist. It gets me point A, point B every time. So, sounds good. But once it warms up, I gotta flush the heater core out because my heat don't wanna warm up. By the time I get going down the road, it'll just warm up if I'm just sitting still. Let's see if I can't find my keys. All right, wound up forgetting my keys in the bruiser. About to start up old Betsy now. Let's check it out. Let's see if I can find them. What'd I do with them? In my pocket. Found them. So then also we got to put a battery on charger, and whenever we do that, I got to let it charge up, and we'll see if we can't get the new addition sitting over there fired up. Well, here's a cold start on it. I've only had to start it twice, so whenever I started, I wound up having to jump it off with a screwdriver. Popped the hood and found out there's a push button underneath the hood, so we'll see if that thing works today too. I haven't done much. I haven't done any videoing since we got some snow. I should have. We got an old aluminum bathtub out and was pulling the kids around, and thing gets zooming behind my big bear. But anyways, let's see if old Betsy will start this morning. Let her warm up. Come on. Oh yeah. She's a little bit weaker start in the cold. She don't like it. Probably definitely not a morning person either. But got the battery charger. Let's get over here and almost busted my ass. Oh, yeah, it's super slick in the driveway, so. But here's the gas tank out of the red Dodge. I was getting gas out of it. It probably still has 5 gallons of gas in it. Hey, I didn't realize there was that much gas in it until I started getting gas out for the 4-wheeler. Ain't no sense in buying any if you've got some on hand. But let me set y'all up real quick. But anyways, wound up going up the mountain yesterday, taking a good buddy of mine up the old property up there, and we got the bathtub out and was pulling him. Ran off, forgot the daggum chain. Can you believe that? But that's okay, we made do. We used a ratchet strap. It was the funniest thing too. Wound up right before we left, the strap broke and sent him flying into the bushes. We were lucky he didn't hit a tree. Luckily it had tall grass to slow him down. But it could have been bad, but boy was it funny. Dang it. Crack my phone some more. Okay. Got the old battery on the charger. It shows it's charging. These chargers right here, I haven't had a single lick of trouble out of it. It's supposed to be a smart charger, be able to look at it on your phone and stuff, and the app didn't work. It's the only complaint I got about the whole thing. So, other than that, that's a good one. I paid 70 bucks for it at Walmart. But I've charged quite a bit of batteries with it. So we'll let it charge up for a little while. And we'll see if we can't get the old red truck going. Alright guys, got the battery in it. We'll see if it fires up. It didn't charge up all the way. We got power. Let's see if this push button does anything. No, it don't. So, actually it's completely unhooked. Looks like to me, yeah, it's unhooked. So, let me run over and grab a screwdriver. Actually, there might be something in this old truck I can use. Find out. I doubt it, but you never know. No, it's a lot easier with the screwdriver. I probably could do it with a pair of channel locks, but I ain't doing it. We got power, so we'll see if it's enough to start it. It should be. It was on 97%. But let me find one. We'll see if we can't get her to start up and at least heat it up and help charge that battery. A pair of this crescent wrench might work. I don't feel like really looking. If I have to, I will though. First we'll see how this works. Now in the summertime, it'll be a summertime project. Y'all see me pull the cab off the red one and make a trailer out of the bed. Well, this one we're gonna swap the cab over to old Betsy since it's in a lot better shape. Swap the cab and bed, and we'll wind up putting the bed off of old Betsy onto the blue one, just so that way I can get it prepped and ready to paint. We'll see what happens to it, you know. I'm wearing shorts. I know, dumb thing to do, but it'll be all right. I'll show you what I'm doing. This is the starter. We're gonna jump the solenoid's out on it, and that'll get it to start. We'll see if we can get it to work. If I can get to it. Whenever we got it home, I was dang near a professional at it. There it goes. These starters aren't the best. You know, a lot of times you gotta click them until they start hitting. Hear the power. It may not start for us today. Is that, or it ain't got enough oomph? May have to mess with them battery cable ends. So let me get back to you whenever we get it going. Alright guys, finally got the truck started. It took me about an hour. The starters on these old Dodges, they drag hard. Once they start going out, old Betsy, she'll drag every now and again. But this one, the solenoid went out, had to crawl under the truck, jump it off the starter. But anyways, the motor alone will work what I gave for the whole truck. They're great for a spare. Run smooth. Kind of got like some I got a pulley squeaking a little bit. That ain't nothing. I'll probably go through and replace a lot of them pulleys once I take it out if I ever need it again. No, it's running good, running smooth. Exhaust pipe's kind of smashed. The story behind this thing, the guy I got it from got it as a graduation present, and he said that before the transmission went out, it ran great. He said the reason why the transmission got tore up was he went back roading with some buddies. He said a friend said, yeah, I went through this mud hole in a two-wheel drive Chevrolet. And of course, you know how friends get once they start drinking beer and having a good old time. So he said he pulled up to it. He went to ease on into the mud hole. He said the front end just sank. He said it was bad. He said that the transmission went out a day or so later, and he said it was driving, and all of a sudden it just went kaput. Now it has first and second gear. That's all it has. It won't move and drive or nothing like that. That's what's wrong with it. And then I'll show you something else. The wheel bearing is awful. We had hell getting it on a car dolly to get it here. As you can tell, it's junk. And that wheel's not it's not loose. If you can see it, that damn studs are moving and all. So, but that's about it on that one. But I'll tell you one thing, it's gonna be a chore. It's gonna be a chore swapping the cab. But to be honest with you, I just don't see getting rid of the frame off of Old Betsy's. It's a great truck. And the only reason why I want to keep it, we got all our memories in that truck right there. I've had that thing for going on 3 years. Well, before me and my girlfriend, right whenever we got together, I got that truck. We got a lot of back road miles on her, and just want to keep the frame, just give her an update on the body a little bit. These trucks are identical, same trucks, just one's in better shape than the other. But anyways, we'll let her warm up, get all the coolant flowing through her and everything, get her up temp. Now let's go talk about the old smart car real quick. Now, I had bought a new battery for it because I figured that's what it was. New battery. What else did I get? I got an oil change. I ain't had a chance to change the oil in it yet. But the only reason why I thought is the battery, because it would just click. Well, whenever you hook the jumper cables up to it, all it did was it would bog the motor down on the vehicle, giving the thing a jump. So I figure there's a short inside the battery or something like that. Well, still doing the same thing with the new battery on it. So my plan is, so it warms up a little bit, I'm gonna pull it into the shop and we'll try see if we can't get some kind of bar or something. And a lot of times you can tap on a starter and it'll kick over if it's froze up, if the brushes are sticking or whatever. And then if it winds up being the starter, I guess I'll be pulling the motor to change it, because on these damn things the starter is underneath the alternator on top of the motor. Pain in the rear. To be honest with you, I'll be kind of glad once I get it sold after I get it running. And heck, I might, if I can't figure it out, I might post it, and somebody who might know what it is, they might want to buy it and have them a good old rig to drive back and forth to work, or even heck play around in. You know what I mean? But let me think. Oh, okay. So 3 days ago, whenever we first got this snow, I was driving old Bruiser, old lifted Dodge, and the front drive shaft fell out of it. I'll show you the carnage. And I wasn't going fast for y'all start saying anything. I wasn't trying to spin a tire. I was just trying to get home. Well, I wasn't trying to get home. I was trying to get to my friend's mom's house. Her power went out. And all of a sudden I heard a pow, clatter, clatter, clatter. Let me find it. I know it's back here somewhere. But what had happened on these drive shafts, they've got what's called a velocity joint. And that velocity joint had separated right here. And I don't know if I'll be able to find the other part of that velocity joint or not. My bad. I don't know if I'll be able to find that other part of the velocity joint right now or not. Yeah, there it is. Got so much junk in this thing. Alrighty. I think it might be froze. Hold on a second, let me set you up. Gotta climb on up here. If you see, it broke the ear off. This part right here goes to the drive shaft right here. This right here goes into this knuckle right here, this joint, and it comes to the universal joints on the inside. Well, it was clicking. I wasn't thinking about it. I figured it's just an axle half-ass stripped, you know. Well, it turned out it wasn't. So I took the drive shaft that I had for the 97. Now, from 90, when was the 94? Or yeah, I think it's 94 they switched over to the second gens. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know much on the history of these trucks. From that model all the way up to the 99 half tons or 2000, and I think in the 3/4 tons they go all the way up to an 02 with the second gen style. Everything matches completely. Heck, for all I know, you might be able to get a newer truck, get the drive shaft out and put in a second gen. I have no idea, but I know the drive shaft out of them two trucks worked perfect. I took the one for old Betsy, the one that I was telling y'all I couldn't get in the front into the transfer case because the lever's in the way. Went ahead and used it, so that way I had a way to get back and forwards to town and help anybody that needs help out. Well, I was driving it day before yesterday. Universal joint separated, going to the differential. It's not an expensive fix. It tear nothing up. It just that U joint separated. I guess it was bad, or heck, my luck, I probably forgot to put a clip or something in, you know, because whenever I crawled under there, there was not a single cap on it. And I'm pretty sure that's probably what I did. Forgot to put the clips in underneath the caps on the differential. That ain't nothing. It didn't break no ears off, nothing like that. So we're good there. But hopefully here pretty soon we'll be able to get the front drive shaft back in it, and might use it to go back road and stuff in a little bit. I'm trying to fix her up to be a highway princess. I know, 4-wheel drive lifted, don't need to be on the road, needs to be off road. Well, what does every other YouTuber do? Fix up a nice 4-wheel drive and never take it off road. Now a lot of them do, but a lot of them don't either. So anyways, I'm gonna end the video off with that. Y'all have a good one and stay warm.